until they closed it. And you can public their meetings and let the public come aboard. Good morning, everyone. It'll be all right.
You're very popular.
Good morning, sir.
I don't think we're going to carry all that stuff. Can you carry it?
I can try. Put one hand in the
Maybe you give me one.
okay.
All right.
Keep me limber, right? See, I don't even think my mom can go up and down these stairs.
I just have to go easy.
Well, she's developed some kind of fear that she's going to fall.
There.
Yeah, going down and things like that, she's going to fall.
That's not fear, that's intelligence.
Oh, sorry.
I got anything right there. Get back up just to go into the room here. Right there.
Yeah, you betcha.
Oh, this way, over here.
It took us a different way when I used to it.
This is, we're going to put those things in here. Yeah, I don't think you've ever seen this room. This is my room.
Oh.
She's got a special room. She's got a secret room.
I've had it since they opened the ship.
Yes.
I gotta get the right key. Oh, I got the wrong. These are my car keys. Put them in here.
I do that too. How many pockets?
What happens if I turn this on? I
I
get
don't
in
know.
trouble.
You lie, yeah, better not.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
I whoop, whoop, whoop.
Now I can see.
Look at that beautiful door.
That is a nice story, yeah.
Okay.
Better open that in here. So this is your office, huh? Oh, you got all your stores in here.
All the stuff.
Well, it used to be a couple of guys' room, apparently.
Yeah, there's two guys.
Wait, go ahead and handle this.
Why don't you pick up that bag that's on the ground? Do you need that paper bag you're carrying?
No, I'm going to give it back to Tommy.
Oh,
She wanted it. So I'll just take it with me. You can see we got the new stuff in here, but we'll go to the other room because we got to get going now.
yeah.
That's that way.
Oh, now it's that way. Okay.
Why is it closing?
Being temperamental today.
Probably because I've been closing the door right, maybe. There. Okay,
And away we go.
here we go.
You okay? You okay?
Oh, I almost fell.
Oh my gosh, you alright?
Yeah, it's hard to, trying to hurry and
Oh, don't hurry, don't hurry.
you know, people see other people on the ship, and I don't see anything. Even in the room, I don't feel anything, you know.
Oh, you think supernatural or?
Well, they see objects or things. Or people. I just don't see anybody. Or do you want me to stand?
Sure, just hang on for a second.
Okay.
And maybe it'll take me even a second to get my equipment going.
Okay.
And this is going to be so great. And then we'll get this over here. So, okay, we'll just go ahead. And even Denise was kind of going, Don, do you really need the tripods? But I was telling her we really want to make this special. Maybe just take a couple extra minutes here. We really are, seriously. Well, first of all, we always kind of liked Ed. He's one of those guys, he's got a little personality.
Right.
And we like that a lot. And so we love to go over to Ed's house. And of course, he'll take us back in his garden. Have you been back there, right?
Yes.
And give us the avocados. And all. And,
We actually interviewed Ed for the first time, kind of up where you were, but the museum end of it.
On the back.
Yeah, that next door over. Yeah, that really nice setup. We interviewed him there first.
And yeah, we've been back to see him many times. And you know, we love his wife too.
I have pictures of him here of Ed.
Yeah, and he goes dancing. She goes dancing and everything.
And here, these things of Ed.
In the head.
No. Where is it?
It's one of those guys.
Oh, I put it out.
Oh, you kind of moved it along.
I've added some things and so I don't remember now.
And so,
Let me pick this
let's
up.
see.
We'll cover that.
To be honest, maybe we should just get going. Or you know,
Yeah,
I have more microphones.
I think you should just get going.
Okay,
You have a lot of time.
let's tuck our stuff here.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anybody necessarily right away.
And but yeah, let's get a microphone on our road. We'll be sorry. So, let's, here's the microphone. Why don't you go ahead and try and uncurl that, and we'll clip it on her, and then we'll put one end on the camera, and then we'll be ready to go.
Okay. There's like 2 fish in here, Donald, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. So maybe the first place, Molly, we'll kind of do a quick interview, and we'll, first of all, let's talk about your husband and how he brought the ship back. And like, he's one of the guys on the dock bringing the ship back from you know, literally being just scrapped, right? And then we want to lead into all the work you've done here, and that's really what we're here to celebrate.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
You betcha. Okay. And
Where's the other mic?
okay, thank you. And let's see now. Thank you. That's great. Or oops, maybe it was this one.
Does that have a mic on it?
Looks like that on the end.
This thing down here?
This is the thing that we need right here, yeah.
Oh.
So, okay, this is the one
Sorry.
we want now. Sorry. And then
It's breaking equipment.
we'll flip this onto Molly, and then the sound is going to be so much better. It's going to be worth a couple of minutes here to set this up. Okay, thanks.
It's a little awkward though when she's moving around. Alright, so I guess I have to put this on you so it's kind of pointed at your finger right there. Oops, that's what I did. Okay, whoa. No matter what I do, he doesn't like how I do it, so.
Oh, you're great. You guys are great.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful.
I guess that's kind
I'm
of
so
hanging on.
glad. So very glad we're get together here.
And this goes into this end, Donald.
Looks like it. Huh?
I better make sure though.
Yeah, yes, Charlie. Push it, twist it around, push it away, you betcha.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other end you'll give to me.
It's good. Down pocket maybe.
Got all that?
Or just stick it in a pocket maybe. There you go. And don't trip on the cord.
Now, if I'd only worn my glasses so I could actually see what was going on here, I would.
You forgot your glasses?
I would be a winner. So,
You want me to start from the beginning, how we got on the ship?
absolutely.
Then I want you to look over here.
Okay, I'm not quite ready, but yeah, you betcha. Let's see now then.
I don't know if that'll...
Okay, thanks, honey. Okay, my wife has glasses, thanks. Brilliant.
I thought you could knock it over.
So here we go, auto, input. Let's see, two. Okay, and then this guy is there. And then I think Molly's on the other one. We're so good. Oh, this is actually maybe going to work, Molly. Okay, and again, as you know, Molly, we've been calling you, and we wrote you letters, and we really are serious about this. We're not kidding.
Okay.
And we do all these Pearl Harbor guys and everything. But to be honest, Molly, and you tell her, Denise, one of my favorite things is to interview the ladies.
Okay.
He does like to talk to the wives a lot, yeah.
You guys have great stories. And Denise, why don't you go ahead and just do the whole interview, and you guys just relax, and you and Denise talk together, and you can talk kind of into the camera, whatever. And then I'm just going to be in the backup camera, and you guys just take your
Don't you want
time.
me to like go in and show what she's showing us?
Yeah, so Denise is going to be moving the camera around and
Okay.
little things like that, but you just tell your story, and I can see your microphone's working great, so
Okay.
thank you. And this
Can
is
you
just
start
for you and your
with
family.
with a picture of Captain Dodge? See the captain back here?
Okay.
Okay. In 1995, is it going now?
Mhm.
In 1995, Captain Dodge was the captain of the base here, which was open. And he saw the Hornet going over to Hunters Point to be demolished. And so he got permission to have it here for Fleet Week. So in July of 1995, my husband and I were able to go with the captain and 95 other people aboard a plane, but what are those planes that they use and we landed on the Hornet and got to go through the Hornet, see everything on her, and then we brought her back to where she is now. And Captain Dodge asked my husband if he wanted to open the ship to the public, and he asked him if he would sign up people to work to help clean it up for Fleet Week. And that was the captain's intentions. And we said yes, we would. So my husband and I stood on the pier and signing up people. 9,000 people came that day. And they were all coming aboard the ship, and they were lined up from the very end of the pier to this way. And that's how it started. And then my husband got people to clean it up, and he asked if we could have it open it to the public, and so they did. And we started cleaning it up, saving it. So we decided, why not save it? So that was our intentions, and that's where it all began. And the Aircraft Carrier Hornet Foundation was formed, and now you see the Hornet is here. And because of all my husband did, I asked the CEO, who was Jerry Lutz at that time, if we could have a room for him, because he had so much memorabilia that he had saved all his life. And so my husband never knew that this room is here, but this is in his memory, and all his things my children gave up because they know that it's going to stay here. And I don't know.
Show us some of the stuff that's behind you.
Yeah, this guy here, I want to tell you about this guy. He gave this stuff because my husband was president of the Hornet Club, and he knew a lot of the men that had been on the Hornet, but they never had a place. They never had the Hornet to be. And when he found out that the Hornet was going to be here, he he said he would give my husband his uniform to put in. But then my husband died in '97. So he comes to me and he wants to know what happened to his uniform, what's going to happen. I said, well, I have very good intentions of putting it on the Hornet. And when he came to the Hornet and saw his uniform in here, he said, oh my gosh, he cried, and he said he was demoralized, and he was real happy. And then he donated some more things, his dog tags and things. And his name is Richard, can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Say Horky.
You betcha.
And this guy here, George Pfeffer, was a very good, they were, my husband and him were mates on the ship, you know, they knew each other. And my husband had gotten a uniform like this. It's all engraved inside. It's all inside the, if you can see the inside, you can see all the things done in there. And my husband gave my brother his uniform when he went into the Navy. So we never got it back.
Oh.
But this is my husband's uniform. It's the one that he had after. There's my husband, Ray. And behind there are some of the men that were on the Hornet. They helped clean up the Hornet. There's Ron Atkinson. And there's I can't think of his name. It's over there. I'll see him on the top. That's it, when he was younger.
Oh, there he is, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's him below it, as he is now. And there's Ron Atkinson. And
Well, rather, he's under the plank owners, right?
yes, he's here. He's the only plank owner right now that's alive. So they're all shipmates that have been on the Hornet, have helped to redo it.
So what's this thing hanging here?
Oh, that's a knife he got. I don't know where he got it, but for where he always bought everything, you know, that he got, and he would look for things too as he went to flea markets and things. Saved all the military stuff, all the papers. And here's a picture of us when we brought her from the Hornet. That's Ray is up here, and I'm in the red coat. That's when we brought her back. Was the captain let us go aboard. And this is after we were getting into ship shape that he decided, let's save it, and we started proceedings.
Yeah, I think that's something that no one probably knows unless they were here at the time, how messy, how dirty the ship was.
Oh yeah, it was all sealed. The doors were all sealed, everything. So we had to take all that gook off of it. And then we painted the deck, believe it or not, cleaned the deck, painted. And, you know, a lot of people worked. And when Ray is a Disney collector too. And he, when he passed away, the artist did some drawings of him, you know, saying goodbye and all that. And his favorite was Donald Duck because they were born the same year, 1934. And a Disney artist did that for Ray, that big Hornet.
Oh, wow.
Some of the stuff has fallen down, so you can't see it that well.
But a Disney artist did this little drawing right here of this Hornet with the drink in his hand.
Bill Justice.
Yes.
He's Bill Justice has passed away now, but he did that for him. It's a Disney character, you know, the
Little bumblebee, little wasp, little Hornet there, isn't he?
yeah.
Very cute.
And This is, he was also Oakland Navy League, and this is one of their trips that they took. These are members of the Oakland Navy League.
He was very involved in naval
Right, he
activities,
was.
wasn't he?
Yes, he
Much
was.
less the Hornet. Many things he did
Right.
with the Navy, sure.
And this is when she had to go back and have it cleaned up, the bow and everything. So it was after that they closed the ship to the public. Couldn't no longer come aboard until 1998, when it was open to the public. These are some Hornet Club members that made up the book, and that's the signature of them. Hal Buell, and the other one is up above. Ken Glass. Ken Glass and Howard Buell. And the picture here is there's Jerry Lutz, and there's Ray, and there's Ed Silvera. I can't see who the other one is. And that was when we opened the ship, we cut.
Cutting the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed was good because he knew the electrical stuff.
Yeah, this was electrical contractor.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
electrician, he was an electrician. And this is the Hornet Club in certain days. There's Ray right here. He was president that year, and there I am. That was 1994,
Oh, point out your husband again, Ray.
right here,
Thank you.
and there I am. And these are all Hornet Club members, CVA, A group. And these are some articles on the Hornet. And we saved the bell. We wanted to find, we found the bell in San Jose. No, not San Jose, it was, where was he? Maybe it was Los Angeles somewhere. But we found the bell, and this guy was willing to sell it to, and so we said how much, and our friend, who's here? San Diego, excuse me, San Diego.
Excellent.
And I'm trying to think what his name is. I can't see his name. Tom Langham's worked for the United Airlines, and United Airlines flew the bell back. So anyway, he was wanting to bring the bell back, and my husband told people, we came back here to all the members that had been helping out and everything, and he said we need to get some money together to buy the bell back. And Tom said, well, rather than take our time and we might lose it, let's buy it now. So he said, I'll buy it. So he bought it, and then my husband said, I could kick myself because I could have bought it, but he didn't do it. So anyway, Tom bought it back, and United Airlines, who we worked for, offered to bring it back. And we had a big ceremony over United Airlines because that's what they wanted, and so we did that. Then Tom donated it to the Hornet, and I don't know if if they own it or what, but I know it's here. And then we found it. We were very lucky, and we were able to buy it. And the Navy couldn't do it. Said it had been sold, so it was all right. And these are uniforms from different people. This is a gunner's mate uniform. This is my brother. My brother was in the Air Force, and he passed away when he was 19. And he was coming home on leave, and it was an accident. And so this is his uniform. I put it in here for that. And these are all, this is race uniform.
Maybe, Molly, let's take a second. Your brother, you said, was in there?
Yes.
And why don't you go ahead and just give us his name and just take a second for him, yeah.
My brother was Steve Cordova Jr. He was named after my father. And he was in the Air Force. And when he was 19 years old, he was coming home on leave with a friend. And the friend saw this truck coming up, and he try to turn it, and when he did, my brother was sleeping on this side, with the passenger side, and hit him, and he died. And so I wanted to put his uniform in here to remind him, to remember him too also. He was in the Air Force.
Yes, thank you, Molly.
Okay, and these other are uniforms donated by Ray. This is Aviation Millicraft, and this is donated by J.H. Crawford.
Well, go ahead and just show us Ray's here. Ray's one more time. Why don't you point to it?
These two here are Ray's. One is the military, like a sweater type thing, and then his uniform over here, plus the uniform over there. And there's his box.
That was a sea chest.
A sea chest, yeah. What do they call them? What do they call these?
Sea chest.
Sea chest. And these are all his patches that he had. I put this one in here. This is our 1995 when we got the ship, the final cruise. We brought her over from Hunters Point. And there's Ray when he was in the service. There's our wedding picture.
So what we'd like you to do with this display, Molly, is go ahead and take your time, and why don't you just let me kind of lock down the camera here. I won't really zoom in maybe at first, but why don't you go ahead and just picture by picture. We're going to back up here a little bit. And hang on here until I get my camera ready, please. And there's some neat pictures of babies, and
Yes.
is it your husband as a baby? But go ahead.
No.
And thank you.
Okay, yeah. This is Ray here when he was in the service. And the picture up here is my senior ball in 1995. That was the same year we got married, right after graduation. And this is Ray as a baby with his mother, her mother Helen. And this is Ray also as a young boy. And this is our son, Rick Vyeda. And this is Ray also as a young boy. And this is us as teenagers.
Yes, there's a nice photo. I like that one.
And this is Ray as a baby with his mother, Helen, and his father. Here's some pictures from the service, this one and this one. And this is Ray with his brother Richard and our oldest son, Tony. Yeah, that's our oldest son, Tony. And this is Ray in grade school, and then one in high school. And this is with George, the uniform that I showed you. That's his friend in the service. And this is from high school, all his friends that were there. This picture is from high school also. I can't see who he's with. And this one is Ray with our two oldest boys, Tony and Ray Jr.
Wonderful.
And then here's Ray and I with, looks like our, I can't see who that is. That's one of our children, I'm sure. And this was a Christmas time with our 3 of our children. The youngest one wasn't born yet. There's Tony and Ray Jr. and my daughter Lisa, our daughter Lisa. And this is Disneyland with our son Tony. And that was in probably 99. And there's a picture of the Hornet and Ray on the Hornet. There's Ray in the service. And here's Ray with his 3 of his buddies. There's George again, and I can't see who that is. And this is the service, different places Ray traveled.
More. Oh, those are nice photos there. I wonder where in the world he was. Somewhere in the Pacific?
Probably in the Philippines, and
Yes.
yeah, he traveled there. And this is our daughter's wedding. Our daughter Lisa, and Ray is here, and I am. And those are all her friends. And this is Ray in the service. And this is our wedding picture. We got married in July 21st, 1995. And this is our youngest son, Ricky, and his wife, and her mother, and Ray and I. They got married. And then here they are with their first baby, Rachel.
Yes,
She was
wonderful.
named after Ray. She was born after Ray passed away. And this is our granddaughter, Brittany. She's now 20 years old. That picture, she was about 2. And she was, this is the wedding picture of my son Rick with the group. And here's Ray with our first grandchild, Tanya. And that was my oldest son, Tony's daughter. And that's his wife, Josephine. And these are all my children, and Ray and I, and our cat. We had a cat named Pepper.
I like that photo too. Isn't that a nice one?
Yeah, there's Tony, there's Ricky, Lisa, and Ray Jr.
You bet.
And here they are again, our children. There's Rick, Ray Jr., Tony, and Lisa. And there's Ray and I on a cruise. We were on a cruise.
in Norfolk.
Yeah. It was a Hornet reunion, and we went on that. And this is Ray when he got sick, and there's the grandchildren around him.
Oh, wow.
And there's Sarah, Anthony, Danielle, Tanya. I can't see who that is. There's somebody, and there's Brittany down there. And this is Ray with my oldest son, Tony. That was after he came home, of course. He was out of the service. He was in he went for 3 years, 4 years military, and then 4 years inactive. We call it on base. And this is Ray when he was honored. And these are all members of the Hornet Club, which is a foundation of all men who served on the Hornet. Now, do you want me to talk about the patches or no?
Yes, just everything you like, and that's so good. Thank you.
Yeah, this is when he crossed the equator. Wait a minute. I gotta find it. You know, I don't see it. Somebody took it out.
Is that possible?
Yeah, they can take and open it if you have to. Well, anyway, this could be it too. And these are all different. This is his belt he wore. The buckle part is gone.
No, there's some special patches in there, all right.
Yeah. These are matches that they had. I have his lighter, but I didn't want to put it in there. I was afraid somebody would take it for sure. That's his scarf. He had a scarf. And this is his jacket back here. What do they call these jackets? Do you know what they call them?
Flacker.
I don't know, it was, he wore it, yeah, you know, in the wintertime. There's a nut patch there, right up here. He was CVA 12, is what they called his time. Every time he went somewhere off the ship, he would save all his little things, and so I just put them all together, and they're all up there. Different places he went while he was in the service. This is Columba, Ceylon. I know he went to the Philippines. There's so many places.
Oh, why don't you point out this one right here? The one with the red.
With the red?
Can you read that?
Yeah, it's a 21 Club.
Sounds like it says, it says Tijuana.
Yeah, it does. Tijuana.
Well, he was Navy. So the Hotel Astor.
Yeah.
This is all around the world, everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some
well,
of this is from Japan or something.
He was on a world cruise, you know.
And
he could cross the equator.
Malaysia, Sumatra. Oh, Miss Charm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I remember those cards those girls used to pass out. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably still do. Well, now it's all electronic.
And
Sure.
this was the description of when they honored him in 1997. And this was in September, and that's the year he died, right after the convention. He died 2 days later.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I was thinking he was in his mid-60s, right? Or,
62.
yeah, wasn't, yeah.
Yeah. We would have been married like 60 years, almost.
Yes, yes. Well, by the way, that's the one thing I've learned from interviewing all these veterans that have lived to be this long, is that it took their wife. All of them, every single person I've interviewed that's lived this long has been married for, like you say, 60 years to really, or many, many years.
That was Tijuana. And this is discharge papers.
Oh, wow.
And this is when they cross the equator. That's a smaller thing, but there's a big one.
It became a shellback.
Yeah. I don't know where it is in here. And this is a picture of him in the service. I can't tell you exactly where he's at right now. Church.
Okay, yeah,
Or we
we'll,
can just spend like just a minute talking about this case here.
Okay, this case here is,
What is that thing?
that's a, what they call people.
Oh, like an operator.
Like an operator's phone, they connect to different. And the book in here, he was in that, he's in there. It tells you about his
okay,
life.
just a second. Well,
Okay.
we can look at it for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Molly. We can go now. Oops. not
Okay,
yet.
yeah, this is one of those phones that he just had it. He just collected it, like I say, he would go to different garages or sales and that, and find the things, and he knew that was military, so he got it. But he's in the book here, he's in that book. And this here is Mickey Galt. He was in the service, and he helped me with this room, so I put that picture in there, right there. And that was Hornet ship.
Oh, the little model.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then there's a picture of him right there.
Okay. And that's Ray, of course, with Donald Duck.
Look, hold it up.
Donald Duck, because that was his favorite character. And they were born the same year, 1934.
And both sailors.
Yeah.
And this is,
Well, that's when they crossed the equator, isn't it?
that's the shellback, okay.
And there's another picture of him. I just can't see where he's at right now.
That's Great Lakes Boot Camp.
Yeah. He was in San Diego.
Oh.
Yeah, training in San Diego, and he wanted to go somewhere other than California. Where does he station here? Station.
Well, Molly, this has been a great tour, but just take another second here, and maybe we'll run up to church and see you. But just anything you want to say about your husband, and oops, there we go. Take a second here.
Put it on your necklace.
And I think what we'll do, Denise, is why don't we take a picture of these larger group photos, and then we can have Molly just circle his picture, and then we can kind of annotate things in post-production, as I say. So, yeah, we can do that kind of thing.
It's not doing
You got to put on your necklace.
You see, it's upside down, but it'll probably be okay. Thank you, Denise.
See if my fingers work.
We are so glad that you're here today, Molly, with us, and we could tape this room here. And it really is something special. I do remember I was living here when you guys brought the ship back, and I thought, what a great thing. And you understand how difficult it is, because, you know, like with the Iowa, it's not that easy. They had to let it go down to what,
Right.
Long Beach or
Right,
something. And so what you guys did, you know, it's quite an accomplishment, that's for sure. And
let her talk. She's in the church.
okay, so yeah, just say anything you want to say, and I'll just be quiet for a minute.
I know my husband would have been very proud if he had been able to know that this room was here with all his memorabilia. He kept it in boxes and things, and I talked to my children and told them that it would be here forever, because they would just probably put it in boxes also. So, and I still have so much stuff. I mean, you can't imagine. I have more things at home that I could display. But it's hard of his things that he collected and saved, you know, all about the Hornet. So.
Wonderful. And just to wrap it up, why don't you say his name one more time, give your name one more time, and then we'll just kind of close it up, and thank you so much, Molly.
His name was Raymond John Vyeda, and my name is Molly Eloise Vyeda.
And what ship are we on?
On the Hornet, right now. USS Hornet.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Molly. Bye-bye. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I have